Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. The Israeli military says it's expanding its ground operation into all areas of the Gaza Strip following the resumption of fighting on Friday. It has this morning posted on social media a fresh order for people to evacuate about 20 areas of the Palestinian enclave. Its forces have been pushing further south amid warnings from humanitarian groups that Gazans are running out of places to flee.
We're pursuing Hamas wherever Hamas is hiding, in the north and in the south. Every rocket launcher, weapons depot, command and control center, senior commander, underground infrastructure, and any hideout where our hostages may be held. Our war is against Hamas, not against the people of Gaza.
The US military has said a US warship shot down 3 drones after 3 commercial vessels came under attack in the Red Sea. It said the USS Carney assisted the ships, which had links to 14 nations including the UK on Sunday, after they were targeted from areas of Yemen held by Iranian-backed Houthi rebels. 2 of the ships were hit by missiles, but there were no casualties. A Houthi spokesman said the group's navy had attacked 2 Israeli ships. 11 hikers have been found dead near the crater of Indonesia's Merapi volcano after it erupted over the weekend. 3 people were rescued on Monday. The search for 12 others missing has been suspended due to a small eruption. There were 75 hikers in the area at the time of the eruption, but most were safely evacuated. Mount Merapi, one of India's 127 active volcanoes, spewed ash as high as 3 kilometers into the air on Sunday. The mother of a man suspected of stabbing a German tourist to death near the Eiffel Tower in Paris reported concerns about her son weeks before the attack. 2 others, including a British man, were injured in the attack on Saturday. A 26-year-old French man was later arrested and anti-terrorism prosecutors opened an investigation. France's interior minister said there was a failure in the alleged attacker's psychiatric treatment. Several African governments are defending their decision to send large delegations to the COP28 climate conference in Dubai amid widespread criticism. The UN's attendance list reveals that Nigeria, Morocco, Kenya, Tanzania, Ghana and Uganda were among the countries to send the biggest teams. Representatives of Nigeria and Kenya on Sunday said that many of the delegates on their lists were not publicly funded, as they were representing the media, civil society organizations and private institutions. Both countries also said that some of the listed delegates are participating remotely. Meanwhile, women and girls disproportionately bear the burden of climate events. That's according to Hillary Clinton, who added that gender equality can no longer be an afterthought. The former US Secretary of State spoke during a panel on women's role in building a climate-resilient world.
Women and girls disproportionately bear the burden of climatic events. They are more likely to be affected by natural disasters and particularly by extreme heat. Gender equality cannot any longer be an afterthought. Like, it'd be a nice thing to add on what we're doing on adaptation and mitigation. Well, let's figure out what to do about gender, because it has to be seen as it is, which is a central driving factor in whether or not we're going to meet our goals.
And children and adults have been delighted in Chile's capital at a Christmas Paris parade that paid tribute to the Walt Disney Company for its 100th anniversary. Crowds packed Santiago's main avenues to get a glimpse of giant balloons depicting iconic Disney characters such as Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck in the Paris parade. This was the 12th edition of the parade, which was cancelled during the COVID-19 pandemic. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.